guy is a personal favourite of mine, so give him a big applause. Come on, Eat House. Start in the back. And the girl from the Big Five shop, wherever she is, start in front. And let's get the rest, start cheering and chanting, because here is Mr. James Harris.
Goedenavond meneers en mevrouws, hoe gaat het met jullie? En dat was reeds mijn Nederlands, ik kan geen Nederlands praten. That's great, because I was told actually before I went on tonight, I have to do 50% of my jokes in Flemish and 50% in French, or there's going to be an argument. Because is that true? Is that true? Because I heard about this other friend of mine, he did a show in Belgium, and he said all the Flemish people sat on one side of the room, and all the Wallons sat on the other side, and it took them 18 months to agree to laugh. In fact, they wouldn't even agree they were at a comedy show. So yeah, my name is James Harris. I'm from the UK and I also live in Berlin. It's a real honour to be here with the other Berlin comedians tonight. Give it up for all of us. You must think like the Germans clone comedians because we all look exactly the same. Black glasses. Like you're like, oh my god, the Germans have developed some comedy cloning technology. They're sending them over the border, they're back, you know, must have that feeling. Yeah, someone told me something interesting recently. Some of you perhaps have heard this. I was at a bar and this guy said to me, oh yeah, I've got a conspiracy theory for you. He said, did you know that 9/11 was an inside job by the American government? And I said, it's funny, because I've got a conspiracy theory of my own. Every single person who has ever told me that was also holding a joint. And he went on, he just started saying these things like, oh yeah, Building 7, said Building 7, again and again, Building 7, and then he just went on, Building 7, and I said, yeah, interesting, but, you know, why? Why did they do this? Why did the US government pull off the biggest single act of fraud in human history? And the guy looked at me and said, well, they needed an excuse to invade Afghanistan and Iraq. And I thought about that, and then I said, since when has the US ever needed an excuse to invade anyone? The US has become very polite in its old age, hasn't it? You know, it's learning a bit of manners. Did the Iraqis get a card? I don't remember that. We're going to invade you. Does the US accidentally spend $700 billion on its military every year? Does the Pentagon just have a really old copy of Microsoft Excel? Is that how it works? Is Obama sitting there in the Oval Office as we speak saying, oh dear, oh dearie, dearie, dearie me. I meant to spend all the money on shoes for poor children and cake for the homeless. And instead, we've spent it all on first-grade weaponry and putting bugging devices on Matt Damon's house. John Kerry, come in. And John Kerry comes in and goes, Obama, why are you speaking with a British accent? So yeah, my name is James Harris. I live in Germany, and a lot of my English friends are very bemused at the fact that I went to Germany to go and do comedy. To go and do comedy in a country where this means that's funny. And where this means that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I'll I'll tell you why I want to do comedy in Germany, ladies and gentlemen, because Germany is the ultimate level of comedy. If you can make people laugh in Germany, you can make them laugh anywhere. It's like when you complete a computer game, you get extra mission, Deutschland. You have to go to Germany and make the Germans laugh, you know? I don't know why you Belgians are laughing. How many Belgians have we got? How many Belgians we got? You guys aren't also exactly famous for your comedy, are you? You know, it's not like you don't think like Belgium, the home of comedy. Like if the Belgian Tourist Board were to change their slogan to België, to house fun comedy, that would be the funniest thing Belgium has ever done. That would be the greatest joke in Belgian history, wouldn't it? You know, all the people come in there looking for the comedy. So why do I live in Germany? Well, it's a good question. I've forgotten. I think I moved there for the grammar. We didn't have enough grammar in the United Kingdom. And I tell you what, I live in Germany for the bread. I think German bread is the best bread in the whole world. Isn't that true, Germans at the back? It's true. Yes, it's true. Yes, it is. It's okay. You can applaud your own bread. That doesn't make you nationalists. If you march into someone else's country and make them eat your bread, that's not cool. Okay, if the Germans come over the border again, you know, back into Belgium and go, put the croissants away. Jetzt gibt's Kartoffelbrot für alle. That's not cool. But that's not cool. But own bread in own country, that's pretty much fine. There's only one thing I really don't like about living in Germany. And maybe you've got this in Belgium too, but Germans are so negative. They are so negative. I sometimes get the feeling if Barack Obama had been German, it wouldn't have been, yes, we can, but nein, das geht nicht. And everyone would have been chanting it like, das geht nicht, alles bleibt genau wie es ist. Remember, obviously in this version Obama would not have been black. And you can see this negativity in the differences between the German and the English languages. Like in English, you all speak English here, I hope. Otherwise you're just laughing because I look funny. You can see this in the differences between the German and the English languages. Like in English, if you're really, really happy, you say, I'm on cloud 9. In German, if you're really, really happy, you say, Ich bin auf Wolke 7. I'm on cloud 7. Does this mean that even in their happiest moments, Germans are always 2 clouds less happy than English-speaking people? You know, let's just imagine like German heaven, right? Let's imagine German heaven. Let's have a German name. Somebody give me a German name. Really German.
Franz.
Franz, yeah, it's a Uberdeutsches Name, Uberdeutscher Name. So Franz is up there in German heaven, yeah? It's so great up in German heaven. He's got everything a German needs. He's got a small, efficient, well-organized public transportation system. He's got like a little Schrebergarten, he's got with asparagus is coming up. He's got like 99 Luftballon in his hand. It's amazing up in German heaven. And then he looks up at cloud 9, right? He looks up at cloud 9, and what does he see? Oh, the Anglophones. He sees that English people, Americans, Scottish people, Irish people, they're dancing about, they're going crazy, they're singing Vamos a la playa, oh, vamos a la playa. And he's like, hey, Franz, come and join us up on cloud 9 here, man. And Franz is like, no, thank you, everything on cloud 7 is perfectly satisfactory. He's like, no, if you change your mind later, you might want to go up to cloud 10, because the Belgians, they've got some waffles mit Slagroom and Zucker up there, which are the only thing better than cloud 9, ladies and gentlemen, waffles with sugar and cream. Seriously. Oh, you might want, and then the cloud Franz is like, no, we can't, we are having a grill party in exactly 15 minutes. Oh, everyone is precisely on time. Okay, Hans, but if you change your mind, Franz, you might want to go down to cloud 1, because I think the Greeks have run out of money again. I love this, because if you live in Germany, you meet all these German people, they're just are so sad about the Second World War, like, oh, we Germans, oh, it is so bad, this historical guilt. We have done so many bad things, and there is no way we could ever put it right. And now Greece is like, well, actually... Me and my friend Cyprus over here, we were just wondering, if you did want to like try and put it right, 13 trillion euros by tomorrow, that would be good. That would be good. So yeah, I'm single. Who's single here? Isn't it not that good, really? But it's like, you got to keep trying. Like, I was out in a bar recently. I don't know if this ever happened to you. You've been to a bar. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but I was out and I met this girl. And like, you know this, like you meet a girl and then you like add her on Facebook and then you like look at a photo of her and you get this voice in your head that says, that woman's going to be my wife. You know this? Yeah, this has happened to me 4 times now. So I think you could ignore that if you hear that in your head. And when you're single, some things become very, very funny, such as the concept of sex addiction. What a wonderful idea that is. Sex addiction. Wouldn't it be great if you were having so much sex that you could say you were addicted to it? Wouldn't it be great? You know, I can't really do that. Like, imagine me at like a sex addiction class. I'd be like, hi, my name's James. I have sex once every 3 months. But I always really want to do it more. You know, sex addiction. I learned something really interesting actually about German flirting. Actually, recently, how to get girls in Germany. I was down there in Cologne, and I met this woman, and she was sitting there in the bar, and she said, "Oh, I don't like German men. They are so arrogant." And this German man at the table next to us turned around and said, "Yes, but we invented steel." I really didn't know what to say, but I suppose now I think about what I should have said is some metal which British people had invented. I should have been like, copper, 1852, German boy, right back in your face. So, and I've been going out trying to get a girlfriend and stuff like this, and I've realised that I think, and who agrees with me here, I think that in flirting, women have all the power. Who agrees with me? Who agrees with me? And one guy is clapping on his own. Oh, you'll remember this night, sir. You'll remember this night. One guy. Well, okay, right. Who thinks that men have all the power in flirting? But one guy just put his hand up and he's like, am I a man? So which okay, right. No, I definitely think women have all the power, right? I definitely think women have all the power. And I can actually prove this by way of an example, like definitively. Let's take an example like you lady at the back there in the shows, right? Now I'm going to ask you a question now, okay? Right, of the offers you get, right, of the offers you get from men, okay, you're straight, yeah? She's not like incredibly straight. That was like a really shy nod, like. Think about it. Yeah. Okay, you're pretty much straight. So of the percentage, right, of offers you get from men, right, which, like, as a figure, what percentage of those offers do you accept? Right? Just give me a number.
1.
Right. Okay. Right, given that I've been doing this long enough to know that you always had to add about 10% more to get to the real figure, do you know what percentage of offers from women I accept? That's low. I have accepted 100% of offers from women. Not only 100% of offers, but from every woman who has ever offered in my life. 100% of women who like me, I like. Okay, it is the easiest form of mathematics in the world. It is what I like to call male relationship maths. It is the simplest form of mathematics that there is. And I was out recently with a friend, and we were at a bar together, and this was proved to me once again. like we were flirting with some girls in the German style. Sitting there in silence, feeling oppressed by the weight of history. You see, I've always been dependent. You see, the thing is, I've always been dependent on my sense of humour to get women. And it doesn't really work in Germany. Like, you know, in England, like, if we do something wrong, like with a girl, you're like, oh, sorry, I'm an idiot. If you do that in Germany, people literally think you're an idiot. Sorry, ich bin ein Idiot. The girl's like, oh. Anna-Maria, komm zu uns, ja, das ist James. Hi, ist ein Idiot. Oh, was für ein schweres Leben für James. Hast du einen Job? Ja. So, we were back in the bar, right? And we were flirting with these girls, and eventually I gave up. And I gave up, and this has happened to me before. I was actually flirting with a German girl in a bar, and she said, I'm sorry, I have to stop now. I'm feeling too sad about the Holocaust. Actually, that's a true story. And given that I'm part Jewish, I could say, well, you know, if you want to start making up for it right away, got an idea. So anyway, I go out the bar to get to my bike, right? And I thought, you know, it is so unfair that she has all the power. Because you know what? If she, even now, after these 4 hours, was to come out of the bar, right? Was to come out of the bar, and she was really drunk. You know, she's just like this, right? Literally like this. And like, she was so drunk that like her tit fell out, right? Like that kind of drunkenness. And like could barely speak, right? And just came out like, and she had, for some reason, she now was wearing the eye patch of a pirate. Okay, like let's stay with me here, folks, right? Imagine this scene, right? She's got an eye patch of a pirate on, right? And for some reason, she now has a parrot on her shoulder, all right? And she's got a little pirate's hat, and now this leg's gone, and there's a peg leg there, right? And she comes out like that, and she's not talking to me in like lovely German anymore. She's talking to me like a pirate, and she comes out and goes, James, I be changing my mind. I think it's time I be going home with you, my boy. And just as she said that, like a mouse, like ran out of her vagina. Right, imagine that. And at the same time, she emitted a loud fart as the mouse ran away and said to me, Tinkles is running away from me. Right, imagine that scene. Even if she had emerged in that condition, right, I would still have turned round, looked at her and said, yeah, do you want to go with the bus or on the train? All right, that's pretty much me for tonight. I just leave you with some advice that my dad gave me. He said to me, Jim, it's important in life, you always have to be unclear. And just want to say, I think it's really, really great that all you Belgians came out to see an English comedy evening. I couldn't imagine a load of English people going to see a Belgian comedy evening. And you guys in this country, you speak all amazing English. I think it's so great that you love learning foreign languages. In Britain, if you speak foreign languages, people think you're a witch.